So we're Friday the 17th of November, and I've just, as I do, I've fed them their silage. I moved them into this little area yesterday around this time, and I have stepped it out, and what I have given them is this is an acre in width, this field here, but because I have a lane made behind me, I have lost a bit of that width. So it's around 55 yards, this cell that they're in, and I have stepped out 21 yards in, so it's 55 in length and it's 21 yards in width. And that fed 6 cows, 6 calves, 4 heifers, Maverick, a bull and a bullock for the last 24 hours. And what you can see on the ground is what they have left. Haven't been in here for 24 hours. Now they've got a trailer load of silage, and I'm going to go and give them another half load, another half trailer of that stuff to keep them going for the next 24 hours. And then tomorrow I will give them 2 trailer loads and keep them here for another 24 hours. So that is 3 days on this little cell that I've made. Now they were in here for the last 3 days. I did make a little bit of a video on my other phone, and the quality wasn't great. I'm hoping that the quality is a bit better on this one, but it already, in my opinion, has cleaned up. We had rain last night again, as you can see. We're waterlogged here in places, but this is actually the driest of the land on this farm. So they had 3 days in here, and there's a lovely scattering of dung, silage, and they have it all ate off, and this will now be left to green up for the next 3 months. But what I really enjoy about my back fence and moving the cattle on is I can actually walk back and see exactly how they fared out while they were in here. And you can see that they had a lovely bed here. Our rushes are completely flattened out all along this area, and they have got up and made their SHIT and gone about their business for the day. So there's a lovely spread of dung, a lovely spread of silage residue there, and now it can rain all at once on this hill here, on this little cell. I have no problem with the rain behind the cattle. You just kind of worry about the rain in front of the cattle. But when they're on the move, it doesn't affect them at all, or the land. But this is even drier in here again now, so they're going to have nice comfort in here for the next few days. So this week now on RTE, I've been watching the weather. So this is Operation Fear Week. It's Operation or Science Week on RTE, so you will hear lots of scaremongering about the weather and how we have to hate ourselves for what we're doing. Well, I don't, and I won't get into it anymore now. That's enough said on that. But anyhow, these cattle are doing their job. They are capturing carbon and burying it in the soil, if that's what the issue is. Anyhow, yeah, so the situation now, I'll keep them here for the next few days and move on up the way. The weather I've been watching, and we have a lovely settle spell at the minute. The rain is not far away, no doubt. The good thing about these storms is if you have 2 storms a week, you normally have a calm before the storm and a calm after the storm. So 2 storms a week is 5 good days. Funnily enough, that's how it works. But I think it's going to cool down. The winds are going to come from the north next week, which means drier, less moisture in the sky. So we're still under the influence of this El Nino, and I've also learned that there's another oscillation in the Indian, is it the Indian Ocean or sea? But yeah, that also causes low pressure to cross the country. Yeah, so we're getting a double whammy. So when you look into the depths of it all, there's always a reason why we're getting lots of rain. And it is November. It's the time for storms, and it's the time for rain. Yes, we had lots of rain this summer as well, but that's the way it works. When you're an island in the middle of an ocean, we tend to get wet. So yeah, we can complain and hate each other if we want, but that's not how I operate. So the cattle are happy enough there now. They're full looking this morning. They have plenty of silage, and I'm going to go and get another load, and I'll be back in a sec. So that's the cattle fed for today. I'm almost finished. I'm going to go down to our new postcode cattle shortly. I'll give you a little look at them now as well. All I have there is a little roan heifer, White Clare's calf. I have lead cows still there, and I have Black Maverick and lead cows calf. I said that, yeah. So yeah, so these are content for the rest of the day. I will see these in 24 hours time, and they're happy. Yeah, there's an animal across the way looking over at our lovely silage. I'm sure you're getting fed too. So yeah, so most of the cattle are gone into the sheds. There's a few out that will probably stay out now, but any cattle going into the sheds are gone into the sheds. Yeah, that's it. I'll go down to the cull cows now. So we have our little micro-haired Black Maverick, our little Rony heifer calf here, our red white-head heifer calf, and lead cow. So the plan at the minute is I'm going to graze them through this field, and when they're finished they're going to go back up home. I'm going to dress them horns on that cow, and then I'm going to reassess the situation and see what we're going to do. This little lady here never came bulling now. She's been running with the bulls this year, so I'm assuming she is in calf. I'm assuming she probably is in calf. I wouldn't say she's that long gone, I'm not sure, but yeah, she could be in calf. But this is lead cow's calf here. I'm very fond of this lady. She's super quiet as well, and she's super fat. So yeah, that is the situation. White Clare is gone and her son is gone, so I have in her place Prophet, and the Prophet is this lovely roan heifer here, purebred short term. So that is the situation on the 17th of November. I'm going to go home and get a cup of tea, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. So for now I'll say good luck and goodbye.